Hello my YouTube friends, welcome to my rose garden. Last year I planted 8 roses in my garden. 2 of them were planted near this arc. This is a gorgeous climbing yellow roses, and it's called Scent from the Heaven. It really smells very nicely. On the other side I have a red climbing rose, which is called Don Juan, very famous climbing rose of intense red color. One climbing rose was planted over this structure. It's called Honeymoon Arbor Rose, and I will show you the blooms from the last year. Two yellow roses were planted last year as well, and I will show you their blooms. Look at this form. These are the blooms of the poet's wife, and they're of different shades of white, yellow, and combination of both colors. And the smell is fruity and citrusy. This rose has a very pretty pink blooms. This rose is called Desdemona, and I planted it late, so it did not bloom last season, but it has wonderful creamy white blooms. Recently I received 9 more roses, or even 10. I planted one of them, Princess Margareta. This is one of the new roses I planted a few days ago. Crown Princess Margareta is a vigorous climber, and the flowers are of a lovely shade of apricot and orange. It has a medium strong tea fragrance, and the vine produces flowers with exceptional freedom. I created this scheme of my rose garden, but out of all these roses, 3 are still missing. For example, I could not lay my hand on Bascobel, or this wonderful small rose of lemon color, the country parson. But I will leave space for them in my rose garden. I received a new order of 9 more English roses, and I am going to plant them today. I have to plant them according to my color scheme. So on this side I will have all roses ranging from white, pale pink, intense pink, and red on that side. On the other side I will have yellow, apricot, and orange roses, and maybe 1 or 2 purple roses, because I believe that orange and purple goes very nicely. And among the purple I am considering Eptide. This is the best dark purple rose, and it will be planted somewhere here. In terms of the soil, roses are very adaptable, and they will actually grow in any soil, but the best mixture for them is 1/3 of clay, 1/3 of sand, and 1/3 of organic material, which can be food scraps, grass clippings, and similar things. Since the roots are pretty big, I am digging a pretty much big hole and filling the hole, at least partially, with the prepared mixture. And I positioned my rows, and now I will add more soil. I added more soil, and now will be the final addition of soil to cover the roots completely. So far I planted 3 roses. This is the red Tess of Uberville, the climbing rose. So it will be the companion for the honeymoon rose here. This is Tess of the Ubervilles. Again, the photo from the side, and it has large, bright, crimson red blooms with a pleasing old rose fragrance. Emily Bronte found the place right here. Let's look how it will bloom in the future, hopefully. Emily Bronte is a rose with pale pink flowers with flat form, and this rose has a very strong old roses fragrance. Another pretty pink rose, Scepter's Isle. This rose is called Scepter's Isle. Another beautiful light pink rose, and it has strong myrrh fragrance, medium-sized flowers with yellow stamens. All my new roses are planted, and let me show the rest, 6 of them that I planted today. Very bright blooms of this rose called Darcey Bussell. They're almost red, but then they fade to very bright pink, and they also have a very pleasant, strong fragrance. The rose Gertrude Jekyll is a very first to flower among the English roses, and it has a very pretty pink color and a strong old rose fragrance. Gabriel Oak, a magnificent variety of dark pink, deep pink color and strong fruity scent. This pale apricot rose is called Wollerton Old Hall, and they say it has beautiful fragrance, the fragrance of old roses. Another lovely pink, and this rose is called Princess Alexandra of Kent. Flat shape, strong fragrance of the tea roses. This rose is called Princess Anne. I have a lot of princesses among my roses, and the young flowers are almost red, but then when they bloom fully, they're of this intense pink color, and the fragrance is medium of the tea roses. So on this side I have at least 2 spaces for 2 more additional roses, and one of them will be Baskerville English rose, and the other one I have not chosen. On this side I am planning to plant at least 3 more roses, Yuletide ebb, and 2 orange yellow roses. Right now I have 18 roses, so if I plant 3 more, it will be 23 roses. And I also have other roses on my yard, so my collection will be 25 roses, and I will be happy with my collection of roses. I cannot wait when my roses started to grow and bloom. Of course, the bushes are small, so I don't expect too much blooms or too big blooms, but still I will have some of them. I also need to mulch the area between the roses, but I will do this a little bit later, and I will update you on my rose garden in a few weeks.